This video today is to show you the calibration procedure for the SW series. I'm going to be using an SW5. When you're calibrating, make sure that you do look for the proper capacity of your scale and know what actual scale you're working with. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is remove the platter on the top of the scale just so we can locate inside here in this port. Right here, there's a screw at the bottom. This is to remove the calibration plate, which is located underneath the scale. So after we remove this screw from the top, we want to flip that around, get this screw out, and you'll see that there's one more screw located underneath to hold this plate in. Now, we go ahead and we remove this screw in order to get rid of this plate that's in here to access that calibration switch right in there. So what we're going to want to do is just hold this in, flip this around. While turning the scale on, you'll see 1 on the display and then Cal 1. Now we're ready to calibrate, so let's put our platter back on the scale. So get it in there, nice and secure. All right, now what we're going to want to do first is navigate to Cal 10. You do so by pushing the Tar key until you see Cal 10 on your display. In order to enter into the setting, press the 0 key. Now it says unit and 1 is flashing. 1 is for pounds, which is good. We want to calibrate in pounds today. Make sure that you know which type of scale you're working with your SW to know whether it's kilograms or pounds. 0 is for kilograms, 1 is for pounds. Now you press the 0 key. It says kappa, that's the capacity. This is flashing zeros and then 5. If you wanted to change this number, you would just use the Tar key to move to the right. And if you wanted to change the number, you would use the unit key in order to change that number. We want to keep it at 5. That is our capacity with the scale we're working with today. So let's press the 0 key. Now you can see N/D. This is your middle weight that you're going to be using to calibrate. This is 2 pounds. As once again, just make sure that with your capacity, you know what the middle weight should be. It should always be 1/3 of the capacity. So now we have it set to that. That's fine. 0 key. Unit decimal place, as you see here on the capacity, 5 pounds by 0.002. So there's 3 decimal places. That's good. Press the 0 key. 1D shows the division, which is 0.002, as I showed on the capacity for the previous menu. This is correct. You want to make sure that this is matching up with your division. So as soon as that's good, you press the 0 key. Dual, this is not a dual range scale, so 0 is good. Press that. Tar, not using that, so 0 is good. Press 0, back to Cal 10. Now we're going to navigate to Cal 3. This is our actual calibration setting. So 0 in order to enter in. 0 is now showed on the display. This is your 0 calibration. So now make sure there's no weight on the platter. Just press the 0 key once. Once you press the 0 key, it'll show your raw counts. As you see, your raw counts are stable. It'll go to ND up. Now you put that middle weight that you just set up in the Cal 10, which is 2 pounds for our scale today. So I'm going to place 2 pounds on the platter. After I have my 2 pounds on, I'm going to press the 0 key again. Shows your raw counts. Bounce around right around the same number, which is good. Then it'll move on to full. Now remove the 2 pounds. We place our full capacity on, which is 5 pounds for this particular model. And then we press the 0 key. You're going to see your raw counts bounce around a bit, which is normal, as I said. Wait till it stabilizes, and then say ND down. Now we go back to the middle weight for our 3-point calibration. 2 pounds again. Press the 0 key. Now we see our weight. Now our raw counts are good. And done. Shows Cal 3 on the menu. Now all you want to do is push the power key off, turn the scale off. Now to test your weight, just turn the scale simply back on. Wait for it to count up. Once we get to stable at 0, test your weight. Place 1 pound on. 1 pound steady, 2 pounds. 2 pounds is good. And now let's check with 5 pounds for full capacity. 5 pounds on the money, we're fully calibrated. And the last step that you would like to do is make sure you turn the scale off. Make sure you get that off. Flip this around again. Place that calibration switch back in. Once we have the calibration switch back in, make sure we get the screws back in the right place. Flip that around. long screw down in the hole. And that's it. We're all set. Fully calibrated.